Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bulldogs' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Bowman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time, right? We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down the stat book as a catch.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
3rd and goal coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fair catch called for and made. The Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Power football with the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Motion from the offense. Now they're going to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they got it at the 49.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He'll pull it on the read. And the Bulldogs get enough to move the chains.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Jukes his way for more. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jeff. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David. Just got to put it all together.
And I think once you start to move the football down the field, that area of the field when you get in field goal range, you got to be a little...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm.
Continues to fight for yards. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play on the defensive end.
The give to the tailback. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if we can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Pressure coming. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Whoa.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the
let this shit happen, bro. Like, come on, man.
Like,
Like, I'm not doing those kind of fucking passes, dog.
He's just been in the right place at the right time.
Fucking cheating.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the end zone.
Bro, come on, man.
Touchdown, Mississippi
No way the
State.
computer do, man.
They've extended
No.
the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Really nice job by the quarterback
No
there,
fucking
just
way.
letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Going up top on first down. Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Sooners will have a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So right at the midfield stripe, never really a thought about punting. Thought they might try to make them jump, but they pick up the first down.
I think a lot of it speaks to the experience they have up front and in the backfield. Just knowing these guys have been in these sorts of situations before in big games, and they can go out, handle the pressure, and go execute and pick up the first.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
So this nigga, like, he don't know how to fucking throw, dog.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Sooner offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. It's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what they're...
How he just jumped in front of my dude? That's pass interference.
On the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. If you can trust your guy, I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the single back. The ball pops out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for space. It's Walters. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Plows through the defense.
No, bro.
They play that screen nicely.
Fuck
He
out of
tried
here
to
with
find
that
his way to
bullshit.
the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He wants to throw it again.
Come on, man.
White made the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Pushes ahead for a pickup of one down to the 13.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Trying play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. Just trucks through it. Touchdown, Bulldog. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Finds his man enough for the 1st. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He got it down to the 3 now. Trying to punch it in. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The give. And he's knocked down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Touchdown Sooners! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, they could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Quarterback will audible. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. All business. business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't